Hey, Prattski here. Now, one thing that I have never really been involved in at all with board gaming is painting. It's just, I really felt for quite a time that I was completely okay with just having gray colored models. Just standard plastic. That's fine. I mean, what's color gonna do that's gonna make this experience of moving this around on a board any better? But as I've seen more and more people paint and people using painted figures, I've thought, well, wow, there is something, a unique element that brings to the play experience. Obviously, it doesn't change the mechanics of the game, but it definitely makes it look pretty cool, especially when some of the monsters and stuff are all big and all painted and look really awesome. The thing is that I'm not artistic really. I've never been good at drawing or painting or anything really. But one thing that really inspired me was this last weekend where Rob Oren, or at Rob's Tabletop World, he and a friend named Tina were doing some painting together. Tina had never painted, and Rob was showing her how to do it, and they did a two-part live stream on that. And I'll link the first one in the description below so that you can check it out. But in about 3 hours, they both painted a dragon that looked awesome, and it didn't look that hard. It looked like something like, man, I think I can do that. Because my idea was, well, in my head was, if I started to paint something, that it would just look absolutely awful. I think that's really why I didn't do it, because I assumed that there's no way I'd be able to paint it and make it look really good. At least without spending tons and tons and tons of time for just one. So, what I have decided to do is I'm going to try to document this process. What does it look like to go from having no painting experience whatsoever to hopefully making something that actually looks good and hopefully enjoying it too. But at this point, besides really watching that one video, or I guess two, the two-parter, I don't know how to do anything. I mean, obviously I know that you can take a brush and you can take paint and you can put it on the model, but there are numerous other steps like dry brushing and washes and things that I know the terminology for, but I know little to nothing about. Nor do I have any of the tools or equipment to even begin. I've seen some people, they have this like green grid mat that they use and paint on. I don't know if that's a special painting thing or what. And I've seen really fine-tipped brushes and then bigger size brushes, and I've seen little Citadel paints, and I know there's multiple other brands, but really I know nothing. So I'm going to try to take this adventure starting soon. I don't have anything right now. I'm going to have to go shopping and do a little bit of research on what to pick up initially. But I want to see if I can do it. And there's a lot of instructional videos out there on how to paint. And what I'm going to do, just because I really appreciate the guy and I really enjoyed this two-part live stream that they did, is I'm going to utilize Rob Oren's videos to try to help learn. We're just going to see, I'm picking a guy, and we're going to go with it, and we're going to see how far that takes me, and just see how it goes. So this might only last a couple of episodes. Maybe I buy some stuff and I start to paint and I think, wow, this sucks. I'm not interested in this at all. Or maybe I start to do it and it turns out to be a really fun experience and I get totally hooked. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. Though it scares me a little bit too, because I have so many miniatures at this point. I've got Kingdom Death and multiple expansions and more coming. I've got Shadows of Brimstone and that minecart level where I've got a whole box full of sprues that I still need to put together, and probably 100 or 2 models that I've already done. I've got Myth. Probably have over 100 models for that. Plus, I think they say somewhere like 200 to 300 more coming next summer. I hope. And so I've got it like an endless supply, it seems. I've got Descent and expansions, so there's a lot. There's a lot I have that I could do. And it's just a lot of cool stuff too. I mean, I'm trying to just imagine this guy here. He looks awesome, even just gray. I can't imagine what he would look like, all painted up and detailed. So we shall see. The adventure starts. I'm going to try to maybe go out this weekend and buy a first round of some tools, some brushes, and whatnot to begin, and we shall see. Obviously, I'm open to comments and everything. If you've been through this process, if you have anything you want to share about things that you'd initially recommend buying or doing or whatever, please let me know. But otherwise, here we go. Let's see how it goes.